Wuah Baaaam! What's up, everybody? Losing my voice a little bit. Today is a rather interesting topic that actually just popped into my mind out of nowhere, and I felt like discussing it, and that would be the next generation. Let me explain what I mean by next generation. So as you guys know, when it comes to Dragon Ball, Goku has always been the bread and butter of Dragon Ball. As time went on, you've had your main characters coming to the forefront and then leaving the forefront, like, Yamcha, he was actually quite relevant in Dragon Ball, kind of fell off. Bulma was extremely relevant in Dragon Ball, kind of fell off. You had characters that kind of emerged to the forefront, such as Vegeta. Vegeta is arguably sharing the forefront with Goku right now as it pertains to the main characters. Now, I was sitting back and I was wondering, how long can these characters being the bread and butter of Dragon Ball really last? And if you ask, it's gonna vary by fan. Like, there's no definitive answer. Like for me, I'd be happy with Goku and Vegeta for quite a while. But as it pertains to the general audience, I wouldn't be surprised if the whole Goku Vegeta show gets old. And by Goku Vegeta show, I mean like it's just surrounding these two characters, and you have your little side bitches here and there, but you don't have any, you're not pushing anyone else to the forefront. Now, we don't know how long Dragon Ball Super is going to last. We recently got word that it was going to be at least 72 episodes, and we know Dragon Ball Super's timeline takes place between the end of Buu and the end of Z. Keep that in mind. So it's hard to say whether or not Dragon Ball Super will push into these territories of the new generation, but I was wondering if there would ever be a concept or a series where the new generation is placed above Goku and Vegeta. And I'm not talking about way off into the distant future, I'm talking about the next generation. I'm talking about Pan, I'm talking about Oob, I'm talking about Goten, I'm talking about Trunks. Will there ever be a time where we get to see these characters highlighted at the forefront? The immediate question would be, well, what happened to Goku and Vegeta? I don't know. I don't know how it would work at this point in time, but I was just wondering, how cool would a series be to you guys? I mean, to me, this idea seems like it would be pretty cool. It'd be an interesting, it'd have to be done right, obviously, as any show would, but how cool would it be if you had Oob and like Pan as like the main characters in the series? Like if she was the main character, one, you have a female main protagonist, which is unheard of in Dragon Ball. Two, if you had Oob on the sidelines, or not even on the sidelines, like if Pan was like in the role of Goku, obviously she'd have a completely different personality, but in terms of the main character, Pan, and then you had Oob as like the Vegeta, they wouldn't hate each other, but you know what I mean, like Oob would be like the second in line in terms of main characters. I don't know what villains, but I think it would be a really cool kind of concept if these characters were at the forefront. Maybe Goten and Trunks are like the brutes because, compared to those two, they'll be extremely powerful, especially as adults. And like Gohan would maybe be a mentor type of character, but even though he started training recently, so I wonder how much stronger he's gonna get in Dragon Ball Super. I'm kind of all over the place with this right now, and I just kind of wanted to get a general feel from the community. Like, how would you feel if some of these other characters kind of got pushed to the forefront and like they got to kind of get their own story, like their own quest, their own journey in the Dragon Ball universe? They get their own little quest or story. I think it would be extremely cool. Female main protagonist, and then you had a ethnic, I guess you would say, or a colored skin second main character kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, I really want to, like, a lot could be done with that. Like, you could have those dramatic moments where Pan first gets pushed to Super Saiyan. I don't know what tragic event would have to happen for that to occur. And then you could have, like, Oob, like, maybe there's this confliction he has within him. Like, almost think of, like, Naruto, how he's always fighting off the nine-tailed fox, or the QB, however whatever. What if Oob like had this concept where, like, even though I know he's a reincarnation, so it's completely different, he's not possessed by Buu, but I think it would be a really cool concept if Oob like was, had like this Buu mode, and I think other people have explored this. I can't think of anyone particularly, but I feel like I've heard that somewhere. If Oob had like this inner demon, this inner Buu kind of within him, and like when he gets really mad, like that gets let out and he like loses his mind. I don't know how it would work, but there's so much potential there. Like if you had these two, and like maybe there's times within this hypothetical series where Oob loses his mind, and then to that inner Buu, if something like that were to happen, and then like Pan and Oob had to fight, but it's like this, like there could be so many cool storylines tied into these characters, and then I don't know what exactly would happen with the mature Goten and Trunks, but like I don't know. I'm spitballing now, but like leave your thoughts below. Like, would a series with these characters in the forefront work? How would it work? Or do any of my ideas kind of intrigue you? Would you guys like to see more on that? And like I said, you know, we don't always have to, like, people in this community, or in, you know, many communities in general, always just take the logistical facts, you know, like we always just look at concrete evidence, you know, the manga, this is the blah blah blah. But we never really have fun just exploring with our imaginations on this series anymore. Like, I feel like that's what we used to do as kids. That's what I used to do as a kid. So I think it's a fun topic. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. My name is Deion. I'm known as SeeReax on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. Share this around. I legitimately, I want to get a discussion started with you guys. Yeah, other standard outro shit. I have my social media right here if you guys want to, you know, say what's up at any given point in time. And there's always that subscribe button, which greatly helps me, and it shows me that you guys are enjoying the content that I'm giving you. A lot more to come. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Deion, and I will see you guys next time. Wuah Baaaam!